Hi guys, it's Richard from Packnell and Kirkwood. Today we're going to do a rundown on our aftermarket carbon bottle options for BSA R10s and R12s. So because it just comes with the aluminium bottle as standard, it's one of our more popular rifles that people are putting carbon bottles onto. So we're going to do a rundown of what we've got and what the differences are. So we do two main brands, the Best Fittings brand and the Intercom. So first of all, we'll have a look at best fittings options. So they start off at a 220cc, they then do a 300cc, they do a 500cc, and they do a big 700cc. So we're going to put these on the rifles in a second, and you're going to get sort of a comparison what they look like on your BSA. That was the intent of the video. The Intercom bottles, so they do a 300cc, a 480cc, so equivalent to the 500cc, and they do a 560cc, which we're out of stock of at the moment. Really difficult to get hold of those. So what we'll do first of all is we'll just do a comparison between the Intercom and the Best Fittings. So we'll compare like to like, so we'll get rid of the big one and the small one, and we'll compare just the two 300s against the two 500s. So the 300cc bottles, the Intercom's a shorter stubby one, it's a wider diameter, whereas the Best Fittings one's a longer diameter. Then again onto the 500cc, it's both the same diameter, but Best Fittings bottle is, the Best Fittings bottle is longer than the Intercom. Again, we'll see what these look like on the rifles in a second. We'll pop them on, but we'll go and stick these on scales now so you can get an idea about the weight comparison between them. So first up, we've got 300cc Best Fittings. And it comes up on the scales there at 460 grams. And we're going to compare that up there with the 300cc Intercom bottle, which is coming out with 320 grams. So that works out around about 30% lighter. We'll switch over now and have a look at the bigger bottles, the 480 and the 500. So first of all, the 500cc Best Fittings, just a smidgen under 550 grams. And we'll pop up the 480cc Intercom. That one's coming in there at 414 grams. So that's about 20% lighter for the Intercom there. So we'll do a little table of comparisons. You can see the Intercom, it is a lighter bottle than those Best Fittings ones. So we've got a few different rifles to compare, but the first one we've got up here is the R10. So the R12 bottle idea is exactly the same, barrel lengths are the same. This is a super carbine. We've got some full lengths to have a look at in a second as well. So this one, because it's a TH model, is fitted with the bigger BSA bottle, 280cc. So that's going to be equivalent to your Best Fittings one. So as you can see, very, very similar in the size there. So if you were wanting to put one of those on, you're probably putting it on the super carbine versions. But let's just run through how you do it. So you would normally point the gun in a safe direction. This is safe, there's nothing going that way, but normally down to the ground's better. Make sure it's empty, take the mag out, and then we're going to do what we call burping the rifle. So just fire it off, and then we're going to turn the bottle a little bit, and again, and all this is doing is just depressuring the air between the bottle and the rifle itself. It just means that it doesn't wreck the O-ring that's on there. And you can already hear that it's starting to sound different, and we're there. So taking off the original, putting on the small, the 220cc, So in this case, on this rifle, you would be getting less shots because these are 280cc on the original BSA. Well, the bigger one for the TH models. On the non-TH models, they normally come with a 180cc. There's one there just to show you. So this would give you a few more shots without putting a big bottle on there. So just to give you an idea of what that's going to look like. There you go. So it's going to keep everything still sleek and in line as well. But not going to increase your shot count dramatically if you've got that smaller bottle. So we'll just take this one off and we'll have another look. Actually, we'll leave that one on there and we'll have another look at some other rifles as well. Just pop that one out of the way. So let's have a look at 300cc bottles. So the 300, let's say super carbine, if you put the best fittings one on, you can see where that's going to come up to. And if you were to put the intercom, you can see it's going to keep it more or less the same size. So let's get another couple of rifles. I won't show them going on, but I'll see you in a second with a couple of rifles, so I've put them on. So here's the 300cc options. So best fittings one on the top there, and the intercom on the bottom. So this is on the super carbine rifle. We're going to do standard carbine in a second. So you can see here, plenty of space. On the best fittings version, the intercom, you're touching the barrel shroud, so I don't like that. On the super, you can of course remove the shrouds and just put a silencer on. We'll just have a quick look, but you'll see on the super carbine the barrel ends back here, so you're not really going to have space to put a silencer on unless you had a super slim silencer. So super carbine version, you're probably looking at the two best fittings bottles to go onto that. So either the 220cc or the 300cc, or if you don't mind a touch on the shroud, you could go for one of the intercoms or the bigger best fittings, as we'll see in a minute. Just out of curiosity, we've gone back and fitted the intercom 300 to the R12 rather than the R10, and I wasn't aware, but the spacing is different. So if you've got an see, so the 300cc, there's going to be space there. So if you've got the R12, you can get away with the intercom 300 bottle without it touching the barrel shroud. Okay, so we're now comparing the 300cc bottles on the full length rifles, so an R12 and an R10. So you can see the best fittings one is a lot further forward, doesn't sit as low, but this time the intercom one, it fits in using the standard shroud, so you've got plenty of space there. So yeah, so in short, if you've got the super carbine, personally I wouldn't put one of the larger intercom bottles on. People do, but it will touch the barrel. I prefer to leave it free floating. But if you've got a full length, or what they call a carbine rifle, you could go with either. So now we'll go up to a 500cc. So this time we're comparing like for like at the same time. So this is an R10 super carbine with 500cc best fittings bottle, and an R10 full length with 500cc best fittings bottle. So on the super carbine, if you're using the shroud like it was with the 300cc bottle, it's touching, but on the full length it doesn't touch. So full length you get away with the intercom bottle, sorry, you get away with the best fittings bottle if you wanted, and we'll just swap it out and put an intercom bottle onto an R12, so you can have a look at that in the full length. Just to give you an idea of the differences on looks. So that one there, the intercom bottle, onto an R12 full length as well, so you can see the difference there. Might just whack that across there, just have a look as well, just to make sure it fits. There we go. So as you would expect, the intercom bottle also fine on a full length R10 there. And there the intercom on the super compact R12. You can see space there, unlike it is with the best fittings bottle on the R10 where it touches. So now Next we'll just do the last one, which is a Monster 700cc. So the 700cc I wouldn't recommend it all on the super carbines because it's going to hang out way too far past the end of the barrel. But on a full length you will be okay. So here it is on an R10. So you can see it comes just past the end of the shroud. It's going to give you a monstrous amount of shots out of the R10 if you wanted to do that. Or you can also of course put it on the R12 full length. We'll just do that so you've got an example as well. There we go, so you can see it there on the R12 as well with the standard shroud. So kind of in summary, if you've got a super carbine, or in fact if you've got any of these rifles and you're not using a standard shroud, you just want to use the barrel and the silencer, you can get away with any of the bottles. You might have issues with your silencer touching the bottle at the end, but you can get away with any of the bottles. If you've got the super carbine versions of the R10, if you're going for one of the bigger bottles, the 500cc or the Intercom 300cc, it's going to be touching the factory shroud, which is not something I would recommend. If you've got the full length version of the R10, no issue at all, you can put any of the bottles on, including this big 700. If you've got the R12, you've got the option to put any of the bottles on you want. So I hope that's cleared up for people that have got questions about what options they are and also what each gun looks like with them on. Obviously you're going to get a lot more shots out of it. It's going to be lightweight compared to the original aluminium cylinder. Obviously if you go up in size, the weight's going to come back again. But that's the options that you've got on the BSAs. As always, we've got them all on the website, so I'll put a link below. It's probably best just to go and search for your model and then see what we've got listed there as spare parts. The Intercom is more expensive than the best fitting ones, as you would probably expect, being that lighter weight, but gives you plenty of options. So as always, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video.